Well, holy shit. How's it going, everyone? It is Online here. Welcome back to another video. I don't think I can remember waking up to a bombshell this big in quite some time. Waking up to the tweets that Xbox has acquired Bethesda, or I guess if you want to be, all correct, Microsoft acquiring Zenimax Studios, the parent company of Bethesda. Yeah, quite insane. Now they own all 8 studios that pretty much Bethesda was over. Essentially making their studio lineup count now 23. If you think about it, it was originally 15. I don't know what shocks me more, this announcement or the fact that we didn't have any kind of rumors leading up to this. If this was like a rumor, this would sound just as far-fetched as Sony acquiring Take-Two. Remember when that stupid rumor came around? I mean, hey, who knows? Now that this happened, who knows if that's possible at this point? Yeah, just a lot of positivity around this, I gotta say. I'm personally pretty excited about this announcement because yeah, really, it's gonna lead to more competition, against Sony for them to kind of keep them on their toes. You don't want arrogant Sony to come out, as we like to call it, and make fun of. This will hopefully mean that Bethesda games, become higher quality as there's, a bigger quality assurance there with Microsoft now. They have more money, more backing, and I think even Todd Howard came out today and said that they're working on their biggest kind of evolution of their engine and kind of like a rehaul of it. So, hey, that to me is a big thing. Their engine really is, running on fumes at this point, if you ask me, considering how long they've been dragging it around. The official lineup of all their studios is now Microsoft owns Arcane, Machine Games, ZeniMax Online, Bethesda Game Studios, id Software, Tango Gameworks, Alpha Dog, and Roundhouse. Yeah, they pretty much own the IPs of Dishonored, Wolfenstein, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Doom, Starfield, The Evil Within, Prey. It's literally insane. This deal is one of the biggest in gaming for sure. I believe it's number 2, not quite the biggest. Microsoft paid $7.5 billion to acquire them, and the deal is looking to be finalized sometime between January and June of next year. This, of course, is going to be a big bolster to their Xbox Game Pass initiative. Essentially now, if you buy Xbox Game Pass, which I believe is about $10 a month at this point, not only do you get Xbox exclusives day one, not only do you get EA Play, not only do you get the third-party and indie games that are on there at the moment, and now you're going to be getting every single Bethesda game there day one as well. Talk about value. Xbox really is pushing to, be the biggest service in gaming where you don't even need to buy games anymore. They want you to just buy a subscription model. And yeah, I mean, honestly, the value in itself of that pass is becoming insane at this point. It's still very murky whether or not, these big games are going to be coming over to PS5. Deathloop and Ghostwire are going to be honored. As we already know, those are going to be, exclusive to the PS5 platform for, I believe, a year before going on to other consoles. Xbox is going to be honoring that already. I mean, I'm guessing that's something they would have to honor legally, right? Since I'm guessing there's a contract there. Past that, games like Starfield, apparently Sony was in the talks to Bethesda about possibly getting, some exclusivity on that. That deal didn't go through before this acquisition, so now that possibly could be an Xbox, and PC exclusive. I want to say, though, that I am kind of 50-50 on this because, as we all know, Xbox did acquire Minecraft, or Mojang to be specific. And, there is a case to be made that there is more money to be found if you do allow it to be, multi-platform. So really, yeah, it's going to be up in the air. Phil Spencer did say that it's going to be a case-by-case basis, and that wording to me makes me believe that he wants to make it exclusive, because why wouldn't you just say that they're going to be, multi-plat? Case-by-case basis makes it seem like the Switch situation where, like, all the games are on Xbox and PC, but, Ori is on, Switch, and select Xbox games like Cuphead. Just the amount of IPs that they now have under their disposal is insane. Todd Howard and Pete Hines kind of came out with an update today talking about what this means to them. They've, had a close relationship with Xbox since the very beginning, and, I believe Morrowind was like the first ever game from them to come onto a console platform. And they share their belief in, making games accessible to everyone. I mean, to me, that's all PR bullshit. This has to come out from them. But man, what a twist of turns. Bethesda was one of the companies that everyone was talking about being closely related to Sony, especially since Ghostwire and Deathloop had exclusive deals with Sony for the first year. Quite the turn of tables here. And I am really excited. This means that Microsoft's doubling down on their, lineup and their commitment to making Xbox a worthy platform to play games. Say what you want about them being on PC and stuff, but ultimately, it's a different direction that they're going in. They're not playing the whole console war anymore like many people like to make it out to be. They're playing a different game. They're just trying to make games accessible to everyone, while at the same time bolstering Xbox Game Pass and kind of letting the games and the lineup that they're building with acquisitions speak for themselves. It's hilarious seeing how people are taking this online. I want to say that, mostly this is all positive, and I'm glad that is, because this is something to be praised about. I think the only people being negative are going to be people that only play on Sony platforms, which, yeah, man, those people are always out there. But really, I want to, kind of invite you to look at the bigger picture in gaming, gaming as a whole. There's a myth, apparently, that, one company has to be the, victorious leader in gaming. And while there are market leaders, of course, in any kind of field like that, who's to say that both can't be successful in their own right, and for them to do, their own thing? I, for one, just see this as a big plus in gaming in general, and hopefully it's a, extra step to Microsoft's commitment to building that portfolio. So keeping Sony on their toes, and yeah, Xbox seems to be doubling down this generation, and they kind of needed this. They've been getting some good press in the last few weeks, which I'm really happy about. Things about the Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X pricing has been really good. Their all access plan, Xbox Game Pass adding EA Play, and now Bethesda titles, which is absolutely insane value. Just good press all around. They've kind of needed this since, the whole Halo Infinite debacle and delay that happened earlier this summer. So definitely didn't expect to wake up to this. I woke up to a tweet saying this and I thought it was fake. I was like, that's bullshit. But no, it's real. This is actually happening. Microsoft now owns Bethesda, and what a world we're living in, man. So make sure to leave me all your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. What do you think this will mean for the future of Xbox and PlayStation in terms of Bethesda titles? What is your overall, immediate reaction to this? And yeah, with that being said, make sure to follow me on Twitter at OnlineZhD for all the updates and more on the channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if this is the first video of mine you are seeing. And until next time, take care.